Okay, in this video I'm going to talk to you about pistol grip, how I teach it, what you use it for, and why you want to do it exactly this way. So the pistol grip is when you have a finger shooting down the pole, and we use it for our Jamila, which is what we're going to be focusing on in this block, and you'll use it for your butterfly, your Aisha. Super useful grip to have. So with the pistol grip, when we first learn it in beginner, there's two kind of tricks that we'll use it for. One we call a carousel, and the other we'll call our Jamila tuck. Sorry, I have a cat just around my feet right now. So with your pistol grip, the important thing to remember is we call it pistol because there's a finger shooting down the pole. So my index finger is going to be shooting directly down the pole. And the reason I want to do that is because it's going to help keep my wrist straight. If I don't shoot that finger down the pole and I just try and grab it like this, it's going to put a lot of pressure on my wrist because I'm going to be forcing my wrist sideways, and it's not good. So we want to think finger shooting down the pole, and then this is going to keep our wrist nice and straight. I also think of it as like the Spider-Man hand. So you Spider-Man. So your wrist is nice and long, nice and straight. With your elbow, particularly if you have hyperextension, so those rainbow elbows, I can't demo it because I don't have them, but you know the elbows that are like rainbows, particularly if you have those, but just everyone in beginner in general, we're going to have a little micro bend in our elbow. So a micro bend is, instead of having my arm locked out straight, I'm just going to slightly bend it. Sometimes you can't even tell when students have a micro bend. So that's why it's important to know which students have hyperextension and which ones don't. Because if you have hyperextension and you micro bend, your elbow might end up looking like what mine does when it's straight. So it's important to know that students know they have to do this, and also that you know what they look like when they're micro bending. And also what they look like when they're locked out, so you can see it. So pistol grip, micro bend. With this, we're thinking of pushing the pole down. So again, that Spider-Man hand, pushing into the pole. With your students, I like to practice starting behind the pole. I'm just going to go this way just because it works better for the video. So they're all looking in the mirror, they can look at you. We're going to go finger shooting down the pole, one hand up. And I just like to start them here because it's a little bit easier. I might just swap my hands so it looks a bit better on YouTube. Finger shooting down the pole, elbow nice and bent. And sometimes we just like to start with like a little dance move. So we just like to push, kick out, and kick together. So all I'm doing when I do that is I'm here, pushing down the pole, little micro bend, pulling with the top hand, pushing with the bottom hand, push and out and in. And that's like a cute little dance move. They can use a little 1-2 step. And it works really well with music, and it's also good to start practicing pushing in that pistol grip. In other videos in the future, I'll show you the Jamila tuck, and I'll also show you how to do a carousel. So there are two other beginner moves that have the pistol grip that we commonly use. And if you have any questions about this grip, make sure you post it in the Virtual Flex area.